Welcome to Football with Cheese. It's finally here, my first position ranking. We're going to do running backs first. So, first of all, make sure you're subscribed so you never miss a video. Enable alerts as well. So, running backs. It is a position that has been devalued because you can find real good running backs on day 2, second, third round. I think there's only one running back that should go first round, despite it being pretty weak at the top. But there is a ton of guys that should go in the second or third round, and it's a deep class. Some of these players that are starters are going to probably fall the fourth and fifth round. Much like the 2017 draft, you might get a good starter like Aaron Jones in the fifth round. It's just that deep. I did a top 12, then I have a few guys to mention. I wanted to do more, I just ran out of time. So some of these guys might go higher than my top 12 that I don't even mention. I just did not have time to get to all of it because there's so many good running backs for this class. So let's get right into it. Number 1, shocker, Ashton Jeanty, Boise State. I did a video about him. I'll link him in one of these boxes here at the end. He's one of the best running back prospects I've ever seen. He has Hall of Fame upside. He's just a special player. It's probably the favorite for Rookie of the Year. But if you want to learn more about him, you can watch my video. I go into depth of how good he is and how very few weaknesses I find in his game. Number 2, I'm going to go Quinshon Judkins. I don't know, maybe one person I saw had him this high. I love Judkins more than most. He's a 98.8% athlete. At 6 foot, 221 pounds. He has terrific lateral agility. He is scheme versatile. He excels at inside zones. He's not the best maybe at making people miss in the open field, but he has the strength to break tackles, and he finishes hard. He will be a weapon at the goal line. Every team needs a back like that. One of your backs, your starter or your backup, you need a finisher. And he wasn't used much in the passing game because Travion Henderson was such a good receiver. We'll talk about him in a second. But I think he can pick up the blitz fine with his size, and I think there's untapped potential as a receiver. I think he's a good all-around back. I think he's going to go early to mid-second round. That's where he should go. All right, so third, Marion Hampton, North Carolina. So the thing with Hampton is a lot of people have him as a first-round pick. Mel Kiper loves him. I don't think he's a top 20 guy. He doesn't have the vision and the change of direction. He's so athletic and he's so big and he'll run through you. There's this crazy play against Wake Forest where he just jumped in the air to get the extra yards, and he was able to stay on his feet and then fight for yards and actually get in the end zone. He was just trying to get a few yards. He has unbelievable contact balance, unbelievable athlete, will run you over, but he just doesn't have the vision to me to be a first-round pick. Number 4, Cam Skattebo, Arizona State. So much to love about him. Came out of nowhere. He probably has the second best contact balance in the draft after Jeanty. Hampton's probably third. I didn't even spell. Look at this. Mario. I don't even know how to spell. There we go. Marion. Cam Skattebo. His jumps were elite at the combine. He's so explosive. He's great in the receiving game. He's got the lateral agility. He has an outstanding jump cut move. He does lack speed. He was a 4.65 guy. If you watch my videos talking about running backs, I don't care. That's good enough. As long as you're not like a 4.75 or worse, it doesn't matter. They might catch him as he's breaking away. So what? It's still a long run. And he's just not an elite athlete, but I don't care. He's like a 74, 75% athlete. That's good enough. The dude is just an absolute stud. He's got the dog in him. And he's going to be a really good starting running back. Maybe Broncos second round. If he falls in the third, he'll be a steal. Dylan Sampson, I'm going to have 5th on my list from Tennessee. Talk about vision and speed combination. The dude is a playmaker. He has excellent change of direction, and he's about 200 pounds, but he plays bigger than that because he's better between the tackles. If you aren't as high on Sampson, it's probably because he played in a lot of 5- and 6-man fronts where he wasn't touched for 4 or 5 yards downfield. And that's just the Tennessee offensive system. They like to do 4 wide receivers, 1 running back, and spread you out. So the Vol system really suited Sampson's style, but it's harder to evaluate players in that system. So I guess there is some bust potential, but his highlights are incredible. Number 6, TreVeyon Henderson. I know that's lower than most people have Henderson. And there's a reason. I love Henderson, don't get me wrong. He would have been my number 2 running back if he had come out last year. I thought he was going to. He would have been just behind Jonathan Brooks. First, what he does well, he's a home run threat every time he touches the ball. He's a great receiving back. He is probably the best running back in this class at picking up the blitz, despite being like 202 pounds. Because he's undersized, he's not really as effective running up the middle. So the reason I knocked him down to 6, and a lot of people have him 3 or 4, is because he's maybe just a change of pace back, receiving back in the NFL. If you like him as every down back, you need to use him like in the Bills type offense. Like the Bills use James Cook. Both of those guys are undersized, but great receivers. So he's a great player. I'm shocked he's 6. That's how good this class is. 7, I have Caleb Johnson, Iowa. He has really good size. He can fit a lot of schemes. His tape is awesome in the Big Ten. He does not have great contact balance for his size. He's like 6 foot, over 220 pounds. I thought he'd break more tackles. And he didn't run super great. It was like a 4.6 maybe. But he looks faster than that. He looks like a big, fast running back. But he's 7th on this list because he really wasn't using the passing game. So I just don't trust him as a receiver or picking up the blitz. So he's probably more of a first and second down back. All right. Number 8, we have Devin Neal. Outstanding patience and vision. This dude is a high IQ player. He gets the most out of his ability. Defenders bounce off him. We talked about that in the Jeanty video. He's basically a poor man's Jeanty. He's not as good at anything Jeanty does, but he's good at all of it. He's just not elite like Jeanty. And he's just not the athlete or as fast. But Neal's just good at everything. And he's going to be a starting running back in the league. And if he falls into the 4th round, he will be absolute steal. I love Neal. If he come out last year, he would have been my top 5. Of course, it was a weaker class. So number 9, DJ Giddens from Kansas State. Love watching this guy. He's so elusive in the open field. He's very patient. He uses his vision. He's very good hitting the cutback lane. Just an all-around solid player. I don't think he does anything like exceptionally well, but he's just a good overall player. 6 foot 212, can fit pretty much any scheme. Number 10, Byshell Tootin, Virginia Tech. 2 words describe him: speed and burst. This dude is so electric. He's patient, and he fits best in his own scheme. He won't fit every scheme, but I think he's a really good outside zone runner. Despite being undersized, he's pretty good in pass pro. He's probably going to be a change of pace third down back, so he does have to get better in the receiving game. And he just had too many fumbles, so he needs to clean that up. Number 11, we have Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt. This might be aggressive on him. He only played 1 game. There are some eligibility questions from when he played at Alabama State. Maybe he already played too much, so Arizona held him out after the first game. It's a shame, but if you go back to 2023, the dude is a stud. He's scheme versatile. I think he can play a zone or a gap scheme. He's been a return man before. He hits that hole quick. There's no wasted movement. He's just good at most things, kind of like Devin Neal, but not great at anything. Maybe doesn't have elite speed, but like I said, I don't care about it. And he does need to get better at pass protection, but I love Krosky-Merritt. 4th round, I'm drafting him. Some people think he's more of a 7-rounder. That's crazy. One more, we got Raheem Rocket Sanders from South Carolina. He has great size and great vision. He's about 6 foot 220. He's a one-cut runner that's pretty good at breaking tackles, but despite that, he does like to bounce outside and avoid hits. Tends to bounce outside when he should cut in and prefers to run out of bounds. So that is concerning, but if you can fix that, if you get him to fight for more yards and use his size to break tackles, he could be a starting running back in the league. He's got that much talent. The year before he transferred from Arkansas, he wasn't as good in 2023. Maybe he didn't fit the scheme as much, but he did in South Carolina. So some people have him as a 6th or 7th round pick. I think he's a mid-round pick personally. I like him more than most. You just got to get him to not jump outside so much and not avoid contact. Okay, just missed. RJ Harvey, UCF. He's going to be, I believe, 24 when the season starts, and he's undersized, but he's got really good film. Damian Martinez has some games where he looks like a top 50 player, but he doesn't give you much in the passing game. I don't trust him as a receiver or picking up the blitz, so I dropped him down. Brashard Smith, SMU, he's only been a running back for one season. He switched from wide receiver, so he's an excellent third down back. He is undersized. He'll have to get better at picking up the blitz, but definitely worth a late round pick. Jaden Blue from Texas, he's basically a lot like Bishal Tootin, except he's smaller, and he does have the fumbling issue as well. So very similar player. Just because he doesn't have the size of Tootin, I knocked him down here to the just missed. And then we got to talk about Lan Larson, okay? UC Davis. This dude is a stud. Because he played UC Davis, if he gets drafted, it'll probably be 6th or 7th round. Some people think he's a priority free agent. The dude is an unbelievable receiving back, and he can pick up the blitz. At worst, he's your third down back. His tape is just ridiculous, and he makes unbelievable catches. He fit perfect in a gap scheme. I think he could be a backup, like a good backup in the NFL. So those are my running back rankings. More positions to come. Maybe I'll do quarterback next. We'll see. Then maybe tight end, receiver. We'll start with those. Make sure you are subscribed. Hit the bell for notification so you never miss a video. So comment down below. Any of these running backs do you think I'm too high on? Any of these running backs you think I'm too low on? I'd love to hear your guys' opinion. This is one of those positions that's easier for a fan to judge than, say, like offensive guard. So share this with anyone who loves football. Reminder, on Tuesday night, I believe we're going to start at 7 Eastern. I'm going to be on the Sports Truth podcast doing a mock draft with 3 others. I'm going to do the NFC North and the AFC South. So I will link it in the description. Check these out if you have not, and I will see you in the next video.